You have elements of neurodiversity within your life. Could you expand on that and just like tell us what's your story?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think you're right. There is a spectrum. There's a very varying degree of spectrums, for different disorders. The brain is a really complex thing that I think we are still going to spend, oh God, at least our lives and beyond, trying to understand. There are things that we understand today that we just simply didn't fathom 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
um, around mental health. I think I'm quite fortunate. So another aspect of neurodivergence would be people that suffer with bipolar.
Mm.
So, and you're starting to see more and more celebrities, get diagnosed and come out, and you start to see maybe some of their traits and their behaviors, and how that it suddenly starts to click. Oh, I can see that, you know.
Mm.
So it's quite prominent in my family. My sister is slightly a little bit younger than myself. She has bipolar, does really well with managing her condition with medication. Thank you to the NHS. If only the government could give them a bit more funding, that would be nice, especially in mental health services. My auntie has bipolar, and my granddad had it. So that, I think I possibly won the lottery in not getting it, but
Mm.
I'm not free of something that would sit on that spectrum. Bipolar itself is something that's being further investigated. I believe there is clinical research out there now to sort of determine there is more than one type.
Mm.
Similar to autism, if you go back 10, 20, 30 years, there was just one versions of autism maybe. And now autism and Asperger's syndrome and other um, variations, maybe is the better word, of the disorder and the way the brain works. So diagnosed wise, I do have clinical depression, so I am medicated. The only way I could describe it is my brain just doesn't work. It doesn't produce the
Mm.
chemicals that I need to function, and
Mm.
therefore it will basically balance me out. It kind of, going back to a music analogy, it works a bit like a compressor. It will bring down the
Mm.
highs and bring up the lows, just
Mm.
squish it together. It's not a
Mm.
gate. It doesn't cut it off.
Yeah.
It'll just squish it together. And do you know what? It does mean that I don't necessarily get as much enjoyment as some of those highs that I might do, but I would
Mm.
take that payoff in exchange for not falling, into the deep lows, because life could just feel grey for no reason. You can have the perfect life, perfect wife, happy, good
Yeah.
job, good
Yeah.
career,
Yeah.
satisfaction, friends, money, all of it. But your brain could just simply not produce the right chemicals and the right balance, and you
Mm.
just don't feel well.